Okay, so this is going to be really short, very short and sweet. As I've been kind of using Teams and getting used to the flow and everything like that, I'm finding that that the general tab, the discussion that happens with the students, actually gets really kind of um, cluttered. That's the word I'm looking for. It gets cluttered. So if I'm having discussion with students and everything like that, anything that I say to the students kind of gets pushed up and up and up and up, and then I'm finding that students who are kind of like coming in later and everything like that, they lose the instructions that I'm giving. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to add a new channel that's going to be just for me as the admin of that class to post instructions and so on and so forth. I kind of learned this from my use of Slack with my robotics team. We use Slack a lot, and then we have certain channels where only certain people are actually allowed to post. So here's how you create a new discussion channel in Teams that only you or maybe you and a couple other people can actually post to. So I'm just going to go down to this class here, my game design class. I'm going to click on the three little dots and I'm going to add a channel. And you can see I've already done it here. And I'm going to call it announcements. What do you mean it's already taken? I deleted it. We'll call it teacher announcements. I deleted it so that I could do this video. And apparently Teams doesn't like that. Um, Teacher announcements. There we go. Go there. This is a channel where Mr. Westbrook give instructions and important announcements. And what I want is I want it standard. I want it accessible to everybody on the team because your only other option is private and you have to list out. But then what would happen is that would still give them access to the actual channel. So the process by which I restrict the access to the channel itself is a little later. Now you could do this with the general. I do believe I could make it so that only I as a teacher could have access to that or to posting on that channel. But I don't really want to do that. I like the discussion. I like the students are actually answering each other's questions right now. They're helping each other out. So I find that that's really great kind of interaction that's happening online. The one important thing that's happening here, or that needs to happen here, is you want it to show up for everybody. So this is an announcement channel. I want everybody to have to see it. It needs to be in their view. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to hit add. And once it's added that channel, let's see how it's thinking. Now I've got this teacher's announcements channel. Then what I have to do in order to limit who can actually post to it is I have to go up and I have to go to manage channel. For me, I'm a little neurotic. I'll oftentimes go back to edit this channel and make sure that I have automatically show this channel in everybody's channel list to make sure that that's actually checked. And then I go to the little three dots for this specific channel only, and I hit manage channel. And then I'm going to go here, and this is where it gets a little confusing, but it's not too bad. Channel moderation is off. Everyone can start a new post. Everyone except guests can start a new post. Well, I don't have any guests. I only have the students in my class. So these two options don't actually help me. So what I had to do is I had to change the channel moderation from off to on. And now the moderators, team owners, which is me, okay, nice and simple. And now team member permissions allow members to reply to channels. No. So now it's only me can make posts and the rest of the students can't actually make posts or reply to my posts. If they have a question, they can do that in the general discussion tab or channel as opposed to anything else. So I'm going to allow bots to submit channel messages. I'm going to say no, and allow connectors to submit channel messages, and I'm going to say no. I might want to turn those back on later for various different reasons depending upon what apps you might have connected to your channels, but for right now I'm not going to do that. So now that I've set that, it's kind of weird. It doesn't have a save or anything like that. So if I just click back here and then I go back and manage the channel again, I can see all my options are there. So now for this, basically what I can do is I can make posts and the students will see them. They're there, but they can't clutter up the list of stuff with all their own questions, so that when I post instructions or a link to something, everybody sees it, and all the data doesn't all the extra information, the questions and the discussions and all that sort of stuff doesn't kind of clutter up the feed for the students, and then they can see exactly what I want them to see, and not have it get lost in everything. And I think that's actually really, really important. So that's it. It's really simple. It just allows me to kind of disseminate and selectively choose the amount of information, or what information is actually getting to my students. And then that way, hopefully, some of them are actually not getting lost because they're missing stuff that I've posted as it goes up. And you can kind of see it here in the general. Like, I mean, just in a couple days here, I had a couple videos that I posted here, and then down below here, you don't need to read it, but I had students asking questions that were answered in the videos above, and they didn't apparently know that those videos had actually come out. So this is where, as more questions kind of fired in, students who got on to Teams a little bit later just kind of missed out. But if I have this teacher's announcements channel, then that's not going to happen. So hopefully this will help kind of thin out the amount of information overload that's hitting them right now. They can choose to go into the general discussion tab or whatever they want. I wonder if I can even change the name of the I don't think I can. Yeah, the general tab is kind of just set the way it has to be, and I don't even know if I can change. Oh, I can change it to announcements. Let's see if it lets me this time. Channel name is already taken, even though I deleted it. That's kind of annoying. Oh well. So anyway, nice and simple. That's how you can create a new channel that's just for you as a teacher to give out instructions. Hopefully that helps you communicate with your students a little bit better, and kind of help them so that they're not feeling too overloaded by the discussion.